So I just want to start with this, and it's a recent, it's a quote from a recent Bar Association opinion, and it says, these rules apply equally during a pandemic or other crisis, and a lawyer does not have a relaxed standard of competence or diligence. And so I think that sort of sets the groundwork for sort of the following presentation. These, the rules are in effect, but we'll talk about how to apply them or some of the sort of implications of working during a crisis like the pandemic. Start with a case example. You're a pro bono attorney, local legal services office. Today's your first day on a new remote intake line. You've done this work for your organization in the past. You've been practicing for 4 years. You've always been careful to protect your clients' confidences, but now you find yourself doing this pro bono assignment from a small apartment you share with your spouse and children. Your first call is to a pro bono client who needs some help with the power of attorney. How do you meet your obligation to maintain confidentiality under these circumstances? So let's just think about some practical considerations. Remember that remote work also makes it harder for the clients to protect their own privacy. Do they have a private room or place that they couldn't go to for phone calls? And always find out if it would be helpful to call back another time if they don't have that privacy. And of course, when you're talking about confidentiality and privacy, you're talking about confidentiality of information, and that can be found under New York Rule 1.6. And basically it says that a lawyer shall not knowingly reveal confidential information as defined by the rule, or use information to the disadvantage of a client for the advantage of the lawyer or a third person, unless the client gives informed consent. And informed consent will be, we'll talk about that throughout. And a lawyer shall make reasonable efforts to prevent the inadvertent or unauthorized disclosure of unauthorized access to information pursuant to the rules 1.6, current clients, prospective, and former.